Hi, Greg Fulford, Sotheby's International Realty here in San Francisco. Summer has just hit, and this is one of my favorite times of year in the Bay Area. This time of year, I get a lot of questions about selling property during the summer versus waiting till fall. There's both pros and cons for listing your property in the summer or waiting until fall. Really depends on a few factors. Now, the old school mindset was in San Francisco was to never list during the summer. You always waited until the fall after Labor Day. That's not always true. I'm going to go through the pros and cons, three pros, three cons on the differences between listing your property over the summer or waiting until fall. Let's start with the cons first. Number one con, people travel in the summertime. School gets out, or people are just ready for a break, so people leave town in the summer. People go to wine country, people go to Europe, people take family trips to Hawaii. So the city can sometimes be less crowded, which means if you list your property in the summer, you may have less activity, less people at your open houses, less showings, which could mean less offers for your property. Con number two, foggy weather. San Francisco is known as a city that has very foggy weather in the summertime. So if you have a property in a neighborhood that is affected by fog, or if you have a property that has great views that will be impacted by the foggy weather, it may not be a good time to list your property. You may want to wait until the fall. And the number three con for selling your property over the summer is that sometimes buyers will wait for fall inventory. What that means is that seasonally in San Francisco, the fall is a time where there's more properties on the market. So if a buyer is looking for property, they know that in the fall, more properties will come. So the urgency to buy a property over the summer, let's say in July or in August, may not be the same as it is in the fall, knowing that there is more inventory coming. Now let's talk about the pros, because there are pros in selling your property over the summertime. Pro number one, less inventory. Because there's less property on the market, less inventory, there is less competition for your listing. So you may be one of the best properties out there, and that means all eyes will be on your listing. Less inventory, less competition. Number two, pro. There's a longer selling season before the holidays hit. So again, seasonally in San Francisco, once we hit Thanksgiving, the market really starts to slow down all the way through Christmas and New Year's, and the market then kicks back in January. So if you list your property over the summertime, you have a longer runway to the holiday season. You have a longer period of time that you can sell your property. Conversely, if you were to list it in September, you have a very short window to get it sold before Thanksgiving hits. So longer selling season. And the number three pro for selling your property, recently sold homes, let's say as most recently as May, will have an effect on how they value your home. So again, third pro, recent comps from the spring season. Now, every property is different and every market is different. If you have any specific questions about selling your home in the summer versus the fall versus the spring, please do reach out. I'd be happy to talk to you about what the different seasons means and what the market's doing in San Francisco. Thank you so much. Greg Fulford, Sotheby's International Realty.